is this a thing? Times have changed. The zombie apocalypse is here. Do we run? Do we hide? Or do we adapt and build? Do we survive? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Labz. Today we're trying out something I was kind of curious about. I've been working on this concept for a little while now, trying to figure things out, but basically at the very beginning of this alpha, and a couple of times since then, zombies have reacted weird to players who are underground. Currently, I am sitting on bedrock all the way down here. And I dug in way over there. I ran this test on the previous alpha, and I didn't publish my results because first off, I was afraid the fun pimps would play around with it and break it, and I wouldn't get a chance to actually put this information out, but it's a thing that happened last time, and it's still in the game right now. The problem is it also contradicts findings from the actual in-game play, like, TNP server last Friday. There was an underground base we were a part of, and the zombies did indeed dig down to us. But I think it's because it wasn't flat ground, so they dug into the mountain, and since they were already digging, they kind of naturally dug down, which means they kept digging down. Trying to get to the same, horizontal level, but they were gradually digging down as well. So I think that's the reason why they were doing that, and why these guys aren't acting the way that they are. They're just not doing anything. There, let's watch the next wave. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the exact same thing. They just come to the area and stand there. Why? Like I said, I did this before, so what I'm gonna do is try to encourage them to come down here by going up here. Now the guy up top, the only reason he's digging is because he's actually standing on top of other people's heads, so I don't know why he's doing that precisely. Here. Let's get somebody else in who's not standing on top of people's heads. Anybody? There you are. And they just get there and they stand. Why? Why is this working? What is going on? I don't understand this. Okay, so hang on. To try and... let's go back to midday. To try and replicate what was going on during the TNP server on the Horde night, let's do what I think was causing the issue. Now then. I think the issue is because we were in a mountain and they were spawned down here is... Ooh, cool. Got a little ravine going on over here. So how do we test this, though? Oh, that's cool. I haven't ever seen that POI before. How do we test this? We find a mountain range that's semi-similar. Okay, that one over there. That one over there should work. Basically, I think the reason why they reacted the way that they did to Guns, Nerds, and Steel's Horde base is because, first off, the entrance that the zombies were given was up off the ground. So the zombies would have to path, if they spawned on the ground, which they shouldn't have, but if they did, they'd have to path up and in and then down. That's part of the problem. They don't path that way. They dig through to get on the right level as you. So let's say we did this. Actually, let's just do this. We're gonna go to the center right before we start digging in, before we start playing around with zombie weirdness. Let's go all the way down to bedrock here. Okay, right now we are sitting underneath this little area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing I did to the other one. I'm gonna make a little building-ish under here where I can stand, where it seems like there is a cavern that the zombies can get to me. Okay, so there we go. Alright, now we're gonna take it back to Horde Night again, and I want to see how the zombies react to me being inside a mountain. I think the reason why it worked before is because it was flat. Let's check this theory before we move on from that. And there it goes. They spawned in over there. And they are on top of the mountain. For reasons. Okay. Now they're having to fall down. And what are they doing with this information? They're climbing back up the mountain. What are you guys doing? Somebody else already figured out what they're doing. Uh-oh, we got a lot of people over here. What's going on? Are you digging, or... Okay, hang on. Let's turn that off so I can see what they're doing. Are you the only group of zombies? Hold on. There's a vulture. And a zombie Mo who is just sitting there. And a chicken. Approach, attack, approach, attack. I'm not seeing any dig. But you guys have got to be digging. I see things occasionally getting broken. Okay, so they are trying. They went to the very base of the mountain and are trying to approach me horizontally. Let's see. Where am I currently in relation to where they are? Right there. The wolf's over here just gonna eat the zombies, apparently. And since the zombies are working the way they are, they're all kind of mumbled around each other, zombie spaghetti going on, they're all, you know, digging around each other, basically, and some of them are crawling, some of them are standing, but they're really not actively digging down to me, they're just digging. And in this case, they're actually trying to get over to me, and the occasional time they might be occasionally swinging down, but they're not actively just digging down to me, which is weird. I mean, they've gotten a little way into it, but they haven't really done... Uh-oh. The wolf is gonna fight the whole Horde Night for me. I guess other Ed over there is not really worried about the apocalypse and their Horde Nights and stuff. He's just doing his own thing. But they're not truly digging. Not really. I mean, during the Horde Night on the server, this was not a thing. They were definitely, well, in honesty, we were down there for a long, long time. If they actively dug like they used to dig, I would have thought that they would have made it down to us in no time, because it used to be like one hit and a block would break, and they would focus until they got to you. It's like they had tunnel vision straight through. But there's something different about the AI. I'm not exactly sure what is different about the AI. Dude, if you're not going to be a part of this apocalypse, You are not allowed, sir. Okay, hang on. Let's just check the next wave of bad guys that comes in. Are you coming in it? And they just appeared right there. And they went to the okay, she made her appearance from up top. So out of curiosity, if they have a completely clear area to get right above me, once they get to center, would they try to dig down? Or is me being underneath the mountain completely messing with them? Okay, they were digging here. Okay. Let me plug that in so they don't get stuck down there. Alright. Let's try this again. I have dug through the mountain and made a path for them to stand over the top of me, deer and the horde. Let's see if they do the same thing that they do whenever it's completely flat. If they just get to that location, then they just stop. They're all popping up over there. They seem to be coming around here. Oh, I should have put some... Alright, let's help the zombies find their way in. I guess this guy got lost. Come on in, sir. Everybody's having a party under the mountain. There you go. Wow. I don't know why they're doing this. They're not actually supposed to be doing this. They should be digging down to me. So there's something wrong with this particular version. The zombie digging thing it's not working properly. They'll dig as long as the terrain is uneven and they're trying to horizontally get to you, but they're not actively digging to get to me right now, which is weird. And you might be asking yourself, is it because I'm in God mode? No, I'm not. Is it because I'm standing outside of my character, and it's not, because I came down here, they should have started digging. I'll just sit down here for a couple of seconds, make some noise. And go see whether or not they changed how they're acting. They are still just standing there. And just to be sure, we'll bring in the next group. That spawned in on the top side. Ah! Ah! Okay. I'll let the bodies hit the floor. They're just gonna keep dropping down here, aren't they? Ah! And here they are. They are just standing there. So the only thing that tells me is if you give them a clear path on the ground level where they can't really horizontally go lower. Like right now, this is kind of the base of the valley right here where they were going to. See, there's like a little curve here, a little curve there. These other areas seem like, you know, I don't know why they didn't choose like here, for instance. I'm not really sure. But they chose to dig in right here, and for the experiment, just where they were digging into the mountain, let's see if we give them a clear path in. What do? This is what they do. Don't ask me what Ed and Thick are doing. They're just in sniffer mode. I'm not sure what's going on here, guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it here. You guys try this experiment for yourselves. Tell me what you learned in this experiment. Are the zombies actively digging for you? The reason I ask that is because there's been a couple of horde bases I've tried out where the zombies had a clear path to me. They didn't have to worry about dropping, falling. They had ladders to me and everything else like that, and they pathed properly. But at the same time, previous versions told me that they probably should have stopped wherever they spawned in at, right above our location, and just simply dug down to us, and they're not doing that in this alpha. If anybody else has noticed that, let me know. I can say that as of right now, if you are on bedrock, basically, that the zombies are not actively climbing to you if there is no location for them to get there, especially if the terrain is flat. At least that's what these findings are telling me. You can tell me what you have learned, and I will see you guys in the next video after your experiments as well. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay shiny.